What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we got a lot of wrestling to cover, a lot of wrestling to talk about, and we got some predictions to do this week. So, how you doing?
Chillin'. Not bad.
Yeah.
Had to work, so
Huh?
Christmas is by. I said had to work, so Christmas is by humbug. So it is what it is.
I worked the eve, but I was off yesterday, but it felt like I wasn't off because I fell asleep.
I feel you.
Yeah, but got some nice gifts. Got enjoyed the stuff, so it was good. So yeah, we got a lot of wrestling to cover because, like wrestling, the show doesn't end even in holidays. I'll say SmackDown probably had one of the best like holiday matches I've seen in a long time.
Thanks to the New Day, I thought it was great.
That shit, that ending, Kofi timed it perfectly with the end of the show.
I wonder if he knew, because it's Kofi.
He timed it perfectly because right when it showed like the end label in the corner, that's when he got hit and then he went down.
Good for Madcap Moss.
Yeah, that was actually hilarious. And then I feel bad for Baron Corbin. He probably smelled like eggnog still.
I mean, they got the money to buy the good stuff.
Yeah,
Probably don't smell that bad.
You're gonna have to wear it until you dry off.
Listen, man. It's better than that to smell like dog food. I don't know.
That is true, and they've done that before, so it could have been a lot worse. I haven't gotten really much news. Today's pretty much the anniversary day of Brody Lee's passing away, so we give some respect. We put his picture on the main cast, and we always love what he did for the company, and we just love hearing the stories for Brody Lee as well. So, rest in peace, Brody Lee.
Yes, sir. I love that his nickname was the Big Rig. So.
Yep.
You know what really I think he doesn't get credit for, but he did probably because he didn't get enough time to shine as just a versatile big man. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
100%. I think I will always recommend this match. It's the fact that you could see all the levels the styles he could do. Is his match, his IC title match with Dolph Ziggler. I think it was on TLC.
Mm-hmm.
I always recommend that match if you want to see what Brody Lee could do in like a true form. Like he did some high flying, he did some brutality, he was doing strongman stuff. He mixes it all, and Ziggler's probably one of the best people to just take it. So that was actually one of my favorite matches he had.
I agree.
Yeah. So, So rest in peace, Brody Lee, and. We go into these shows. We got a lot to cover. So Monday Night Raw, we kick off the weekend wrestling with Bobby Lashley in another suit.
I mean, was he Elmo this week or was that last week?
That was last week.
What did he look like this week?
Oreo cookie.
And was it also this week was the one where he threw MVP to the wolves?
Yeah.
Shame on you. Why he do that?
Good for him.
What's going on?
He did it to himself.
Excuse me? Damn, that's what you call trying to help your man out? You get stabbed in the back and he's going to get fed to the challenges? Come on,
the man has a 4-way match he has to prepare for. Like, live to see another day, and yeah, you could take the beating today.
Damn. All right. It's like that.
He's trying to get titles. He gets the title, MVP, probably get a raise.
I mean, yeah, well, he better. Listen. Get his ass beat up. He better get a raise. But I'm just saying, come on. That looked like it didn't make much sense. What are they doing? Is Bobby Lashley trying to become a good guy now? What's happening?
I think he's still heel, but you have like 3 heels working all together, so one kind of has to counteract, I guess. And I'll say this, and this is probably, I did not really want them to team up, but now that it's rolling and their chemistry is actually working with each other, I'm loving Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, they're very
Like
good.
they making me laugh. Their interactions with each other are just like really silly. Like it's very enjoyable, and I think that was like one of my big highlights of Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell kind of suit he was wearing. I didn't like that suit. It looked like it looked like the lady ran out of fabric on 3 different things and just threw it all together in one.
Damn.
Because if you look at this shirt, it was like 3 different colors.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, the drip, it has no boundaries.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't like that one.
For sure.
Yeah, but I
Shout
did
outs
like
to
the
the
opening. I thought it was a fun thing. Biggie comes to help Bobby Lashley, and yes, Kevin Owens just jump his ass.
I just want to say shout outs to the social media team for putting together that nice package for Seth Rollins' year of drip.
Yeah, that was actually
Drip
cool.
all the little pieces of different suits. I mean, they missed a few. They
They
missed
did.
some from the best part of like when he first started.
Yeah,
That gold and black suit he wore. That was probably my
yeah.
favorite one. So,
So they left
but
some.
they watching. You see.
We got Bianca Belair versus Doudrop. The final. They calling it the final chapter. I was kind of like I was like, yo, this has to be the last match because this is 3 weeks in a row. Not to take anything away from it, there were 3 good matches, 100%. It's just like I felt like you could space it out and maybe work more into rivalry, making it more personal as them going back at each other and stuff like that. But other than that, they were good matches. I can't complain about that.
You know what? I think it worked because they saved the biggest moment between them for this one, right?
Yeah,
She slammed her. It looked good. Everybody was going nuts. So I guess in a way it worked out.
yeah,
So and we get a definitive it's over
yeah,
until the next time, right?
yep. Until they was like, oh, one more time.
Until Monday.
Final chapter, part 2.
Exactly. Part due. Yeah.
Part 2. Oh, we loved the match so much, we had to give you one more time.
Damn. They shouldn't have cheered. You see what happens? They say they give you what you want. Damn it. I was just playing along.
Finn Balor defeats Austin Theory. Good match.
You know what? I think they need there's something here. Obviously, Austin Theory, he's really good. Finn Balor, that's the homie. So maybe this could be the new rivalry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll help Austin Theory get that notch also.
Mhm.
You may have to have Balor like do a big match. So probably if they fight in a pay per view, Austin Theory like finds a way to win, and it kind of gives you Austin Theory like going to a title, maybe a U.S. title.
It looks like that could be a good thing, but he would have to beat Big E in a match, or he would have to beat Damian Priest in a match, because that seems to be the only way you get a title.
And Damian Priest is trying to kill people, so like if he's about to lose, he's gonna probably shoot you. So be careful.
I mean, listen. He had to find that when the zombies attack.
Yeah.
That's what happens. He goes into flashback mode.
Yep.
He starts staring into space. He's really just thinking about Morrison getting eaten by zombies, man.
Yeah.
His life has never been the same.
So you got almost ending the partnership with AJ Styles at after the match against the Mysterios. The Mysterios actually won the match, and Miss TV had him on, and he pretty much talked mad shit to AJ Styles, and then almost pretty much like, I'm not your partner no more, and tries to beat him
But
up.
he didn't really get to express himself fully.
No.
So now there's a whole new storyline. So let's see where this goes, right?
Yeah. I'm fine with it. I think AJ needs to go back into singles anyway, so I was kind of happy with it, and we'll go more into AJ Styles and NXT as well. So, it was meant to come. It was about to come. I'm happy with it. I'm not crazy about Omos. A lot of people like have a lot of hype on him. I have none. So hopefully I can see something different and unique.
Have you seen the state of the really, really big men?
You know,
Have you
what's,
seen the state of them?
yeah.
There's not many, and they aren't very great. What do you want to take? Almost a Shanky.
You
Come
know
on.
what's crazy? And this is something I think I've said last cast, or I said this to Dominion, me with Dominion. They have a big guy that wrestles a lot better than Amos, and they don't use him, and that he's hanging out with Apollo Crews.
Well, they have another big guy, and they
Yeah.
call him T-Bar.
T-Bar, yeah. T-Bar is also another big guy that could wrestle. You have Dio Madden that could go, and he's about 6'8" as well. But you have, if you want something 7 foot and things like that, the guy that is with Apollo Crews, he actually could go. They don't give him the chance. I've seen him wrestle in Evolve quite a few times, and he's actually really good. So, I hopefully Amos does something. I'm not really crazy on him, so hopefully he could do something to improve that on me, because right now I don't really care. We got Randy Orton versus Chad Gable. I thought that was good.
Didn't he get killed by Otis?
And then, yeah, Randy Orton came back, and then he got killed by Otis.
Yes, sir.
Otis just killing people. Good match though. That RKO was vicious.
He stood him up on his head, man. That's a damn shame.
Yeah,
that man has a family.
Yeah, he does. He stood him up. It looked like RVD when he takes a DDT.
On a chair, no less, too.
You had Dolph Ziggler defeat Damian Priest by countout. So now look who's the U.S. now. Is the number 1 contender for the U.S. title.
But, it's not like it's going to be a bad match, but we'll see. Right.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that you have you've been working them as a tag team all this time, and now you're making them singles again. So it's one or the other. Like, work them tag team or work them singles.
No, because they don't have anybody.
That is true. Because there's the reason why you had nobody. Because you keep putting them in singles matches, and you're putting your main people on tag matches. Anyway, Miz and Maurice trick Edge, and I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, here we go.
I mean, at least they had a nice a little bit of cover for a while, right?
Yep. I enjoyed it. I love Maurice. Happy to see her back. Rhea Ripley destroys Selena Vega.
About time, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop playing with that
your shit. Liv Morgan offered Becky Lynch a kendo stick and dared her to get in the ring. I had issues with the promo. I was not crazy about it.
They need to stop using kendo sticks only. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Where the knife at?
Yeah, it was an okay segment. I wasn't crazy about Liv's promo that day.
I don't remember it, so
yeah, that's about it. And then our main event was Big E and Bobby Lashley defeat Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. Very very entertaining tag match. Ended with the steel. Ended with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins destroying both guys.
I mean, they're on the same path, right? They've come to an agreement that they have a common goal, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
So yeah, we got that. What do you give Monday Night Raw?
I give it 4 Seth Rollins stabbing Kevin Owens in the back out of 5.
One of them's gonna have to, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Owens has the bigger history of it.
But I think Seth is smart enough to know that he should get the jump on him, right?
That is true. Yeah, I'm gonna give it A-. It was a good show. It was good wrestling on the show. The stories were consistent, so it kept me intrigued and seeing where everything was going to go in day 1. My little downside was Liv's promo and that whole segment. I just thought it ran a little too long. What do you give it? Besides the force, the force Seth Rollins stabbing Kevin Owens in the back. There you go.
I guess that's was that a B+?
I guess a B+.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
It was good.
We got NXT 2.0.
Yes, sir.
We kick off the show with Tommaso Ciampa gave Von Breakker an NXT Championship opportunity at New Year's Evil.
Of course he did. I don't know why he signed his own death warrant. You don't just keep giving somebody like Braun Breaker a chance.
Yeah.
Even if he earns it.
Do you think
you just what about that guy over there?
Yeah.
He looks a little not as dangerous as Braun Breaker. So
you got Raquel Gonzalez defeats Dakota Kai in a street fight.
Dakota Kai stays being she takes the best ass weapons in the business. I'm just saying. I can't think of another female superstar who's had the most high profile matches and always loses.
Yeah. And then you had Cora Jade interrupt Raquel Gonzalez to set up a triple threat match for Mandy Rose at New Year's Evil for the next Evil.
Should have slapped her in the face. How dare she?
Oh, Raquel Gonzalez should have destroyed her ass.
Yeah, she should have slapped her. Get out. Please go home. Go home.
Should have beat her with a skateboard.
Before I take your other arm, please go home.
You should have. You should have just slapped her right in the shoulder. Like, hey, go ahead. Dare you.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Grizzly Young Vets versus the Creed Brothers ended in no contest. I actually thought it was a good match until it went into a brawl.
Entertaining, like character driven. Again, Grizzly Young Vets like really, really good at that. So
yeah. Yeah, Dexter Lumis defeat Trick Williams.
He deserved it. He was talking all that smack.
And then
he almost got away with it.
Yeah, he almost did. But he didn't. AJ Styles confronts Grayson Waller. I actually liked the back and forth. I'm actually liking what Grayson Waller is doing doing with the promos and stuff like that. I just wish, again, like kind of the same thing as last week and all. Like, yeah, you getting all this heat, you doing these backstage shit. I feel like you just had to show the promo and like have him go crazy on the promo, and that was about it. You don't have to show like, oh yeah, he's still a douchebag backstage. Hey, look at this. I could get the girl now too.
The only thing I feel that they need to capitalize on is how good he is on social media.
Yeah.
And how he has a unique way of messing with other people. Because if you notice, he's messing with not just AJ, he's messing with was it all the other Australians?
Yeah.
So he's messing with Indy and Persia, and it's just funny. So then by proxy, he has beef with Dexter Lumis now.
Yeah.
And again, it's all because he's very good at just picking certain things to attack.
Yeah.
And I think if they would put that stuff on the show as well, you would just hate him more.
Yeah.
So that's my one thing to even boost up his jerkishness is show some more of the stuff that he's actually doing.
Yeah,
so.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. You have Ernest Efo defeat Von Vanilla.
Von Vanilla, he stole one from him.
Good for his ass.
Watch it. He slept on him. He was like, "Oh, I'm angry. I'm just gonna beat up anybody." No, you're not.
He lost. He loser. He's gonna be with the Robert Stone brand. You think?
Him? No.
Honestly, if Von Vanilla goes with Robert Stone, I'll be more interested because Robert Stone is very entertaining.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, I would like to see the dynamic between that guy.
If he
Robert
gives him
Stone.
his style too, like he makes him wear the ridiculous shit he wears, I'm all for it.
All right. If he makes Von Vanilla wear dress shoes with no socks, then I think
I'll be interested.
All right.
You got Io Shirai defeating Elektra Lopez. It was okay match.
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
I like how Io just stay looking like she don't like nobody. So.
And then you have Pete Dunne defeats Tony D'Angelo.
And you know what? That's actually a pretty good match. D'Angelo got some nasty ass suplexes now.
Yep. He kind of like honestly like some of his like suplexes reminds me of Taz back in the day.
You're right.
Yeah, he's solid. This was like a good match. This was probably one of his better showings because I haven't been really that impressed. Besides his characteristics, it was just like, it's just a gimmick again, stuff like that. But he's growing on me.
It's because he's only been fighting generics.
Yeah, that's true.
On the low tier, like he fought the ninja, but he's not really a ninja. He just wears ninja pants.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? Like he's not fighting the people we know. or care about. So
Yep.
now it's fighting the angriest crab man, Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Right? So there
He
you
took
go.
his fingers too.
He gave him a fish hook. Damn it.
Yep. And then we got Brian Kendrick coming back to fight this guy.
The angriest, lonely
And they killed
man.
him.
Well, apparently he's not dead.
I know. I was like, God damn, why y'all freaking bothering Kendrick? Leave Kendrick alone.
It's a Christmas miracle. He has risen. There you go.
Yep. All right. It's my NXT 2.0. What do you give NXT 2.0?
Give it a solid B plus. Good show. It wasn't like terrific. I was surprised that AJ showed up that quick.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting at least like a 2 weeks in between that, to build something. No, they just got right to it. So I like that. That's good. This would be more like it's the way they want to portray that as we know they're pushing it as the young guys.
Yeah.
NXT 2.0 is the young crew, the unproven crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if what you want to do is have all those new people there, sure, have the old cats come down and be like, shut up.
Yeah.
So I like that.
This is something that reminds me of back in the day when NXT was before the full bringing in like Nick Nakamura and things like that. They used to do this. They had CM Punk tag teaming with Seth Rollins as NXT champ versus people. They had Chris Jericho come fight Bray Wyatt. They had Ziggler come fight Rusev when he was doing the broken board gimmick.
So maybe we'll get that Carmelo Hayes versus Seth Rollins, like you said.
Yeah. It is. I could see that could be a possibility because they have done this before back in the day with NXT. So let's see. Cesaro was brought back, and that's when you got Sami Zayn versus Cesaro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna give it a B plus as well. I did like the Pete Dunne, Tony D'Angelo show match a lot, and then Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, they beat the shit out of each other. That was very entertaining.
She's got a family.
Yep. We go next to AEW Dynamite. We kick off with Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole.
This has been building up for a good long time. I think this was actually better than the majority of those tag matches.
So yeah, I have the same issue. I don't care for the tag matches. I honestly did not really care for this rivalry at all. Like I had no interest in it. So usually when their stuff came on, I was just hoping it went fast and I could not really pay attention to it. But this match was actually pretty solid. The only thing is that bothers me with Adam Cole, and this is in generally, it started to show a lot with me watching him, is that there's too many people that wrestle his style in AEW, as in when NXT, he was a bit more unique because he fought different styles of people.
I get that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He kind of bores me in AEW.
I kind of feel like the one guy who doesn't have his style is Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Like everyone else has the super kick. Everyone does this. Everyone does that. The Canadian Destroyer, and everyone does this and like that. But other than that, I did like the match. I actually saw what they were doing, and I enjoyed it. I rather him in singles matches. And then we got the debut of O'Reilly, and
That was fast.
We got 3 Undisputed Era.
That was fast. Goddamn.
Yeah, because Kyle O'Reilly contract expired, so he didn't have that time
He
to
was
have. Like he didn't have to wait
I ain't
90 days.
Nothing.
Yep.
He's like, I ain't gonna talk about nothing.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did. I'm happy to see Undisputed Era, somewhat Undisputed Era on.
I guess
AEW.
that's probably gonna be the core group because that's pretty much what it was before.
Yeah. When he debuted in NXT, that was it. Those are the 2 that helped him jump McIntyre.
But aren't they the only ones that have the actual group from like the independents? Wasn't Roderick Strong like not even really a part of that group?
No, he wasn't.
So yeah, got the OGs.
Yep. It was cool. Nice seeing him. Hangman Paige and Daniel Bryan promo. And then MJF speaks. Not really much. It looks like they're gonna fight very soon for another title match. So, You'll see. I think is when they debut on TBS. They're gonna fight for the title.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Wardlow in action. Dan Lambert speaks and Ben Baker's holiday party. So it was a bunch of different gimmicks, and is also Wardlow just killing somebody.
And Sean Spears
Yeah.
creaming his pants after he hit somebody with a chair. Shit.
Yep. I think that's my favorite thing about Wardlow matches is Sean Spears.
It is part of mine.
Yeah.
I just also like that he's like the one person that listens to the crowd.
Yeah.
If they say one more time, oh, you going down. Going down.
We got TBS Championship semi-final match. I can't even talk right. Semi-final match. Ruby Soho and Nile Rhodes fought. Ruby Rose wins. It was a solid match. I have issues here and there with some of the slowdowns, but other than that, it was a really good match.
I agree. Do you know if they fought before?
They probably fought like early in their careers.
Okay.
I'm not too sure though.
They're pretty good. Good. Like some of the stuff that Nile does to with Ruby specifically is like, oh damn, that was pretty cool.
I feel like honestly, if they go at it like one more time, I think the next match will be a lot better. I feel like they're filling each other out in this match.
Okay.
Malachi Black murders Jericho Jr.
He was tagging him though. Greg Garrison got them spinning forearms, son. I got that one move.
Yep.
You can't block it for some reason.
Malachi Black destroyed that man.
Yes, he did.
And he kicked the shit out of Brian Pillman Jr., which made me happy.
Hell yes. I wish they... Okay, listen. There needs to be some advances in live technology.
Yeah.
What I need is AEW to pioneer the slow-mo camera in real time. So whenever Malachi Black kicks somebody in the face, they just slow, just down.
Like wasted.
I mean, they can't... They don't want to get sued because Rockstar out here taking everybody to court.
That is true.
But
you gotta make a deal with Rockstar.
Yeah, or something. You know what I mean? But like, yeah.
Oh, you got.
Look.
They're friends with Capcom. They could go. Ooh.
Yeah, why not? Why not? But my thing is, I liked it because it looks like it's leading somewhere. It's not the end of it. So, is Julia gonna join the House of Black? Well, I don't know.
Who knows? But Chris Jericho Jr. got his ass kicked.
Damn.
He looks like Lionheart.
I was like, what was his name? Lionheart. Call him Lionheart. What? 95.
Not even. What was it? Corazón de León.
Oh damn. Was that his first name?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
In Mexico, yeah. Corazón de León. They made an AEW figure of it too. I actually kind of want it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his actual outfit?
It's an old school like 80s like wrestler kind of outfit. He still wore the pants and shit.
Okay.
And then our main event is CM Punk, Darby Allin, and Sting versus MJF and FTR.
And that's I know I said earlier that the tag match is kind of whatever, but this one was actually really fun.
I enjoyed it.
I give him mad props.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I have to give MVP to Sting for going all out. He didn't have to.
Yeah.
He didn't have to, but he did.
I actually really enjoyed this match. I actually liked the aesthetics of them all painting their face and shit too, and it brought the camaraderie in it, and I actually really enjoyed it. I actually thought the Sting shit was actually pretty dope.
I think Darby had some two of like the coolest like dives I've ever seen. Yo, he bounced off of 3 men and it was hilarious, dude.
Yeah, and I also like Darby's. Darby had like a Wolfpack looking face paint.
You know what it reminded me of? Do you remember the World War series in WCW?
Yeah.
But specifically when they had the teams painted their face.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was Macho Man, Sting, and Lex Luger.
That's what it reminded me of, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it took me back to. So
CM Punk looked weird.
Yeah, he does. But again, it was all in service of that moment, and I thought that was cool.
Yep. It was good. It was a cool moment. It has the match had a lot of cool moments. I actually thought I thought FTR worked really well with everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and MJF. So it was probably one of my, I'll say, not best main events of AEW in the last couple months, but it was probably one of the most fun.
I agree. One of the most fun. Also, probably one of the best, like, for entertainment value, like the 3-man tags they've had.
Yeah, because they actually sold. They actually did sell moves and actually did some wrestling
and
shit
and had some ridiculous heel stuff with MJF just
yes,
literally running.
yeah,
Like, yeah, yeah,
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. AEW, I'm gonna go with an A-.
I agree. I'm gonna say I couldn't give it lower than an A-. It's just too much positive.
Solid
So
matches, solid women's matches. I wish they again. I will say this a little bit more. I wish they showcased the ladies a little more. There's some really good talent there that I would actually like to see a bit more. Like you still have Thunder Rosa there. You have Sarah Deebs and all that stuff. I feel like just one match is not enough. Sometimes give them two. Not guys don't have to do it all the time, but at least give them something.
I feel like they need to have an opener or a
Yeah,
guaranteed spot in that first hour
yeah,
of like a first or second match. That's what I feel. Because the thing is, you're right. There's so many people there, but they only come out every once in a while, and it's like, where the hell's Abaddon? Like she doesn't get a. There's certain people that are there a lot, right? That you see on Dark, but the television crowd can't get used to them because they are not on TV.
yeah,
So there's so many girls, kind of like, I guess unfortunately, like Big Swole's not there anymore. But she left because again they didn't have anything enough for her to grab onto of substance and stuff.
yeah.
So it's like you don't have to just go for the championship. We get that, but there's not much besides the championship tournament, right?
Yeah, like I understand. Like again, they have a championship tournament, and then they have the AEW Women's Title. Like those are the two storylines that you usually see. But like that's something that I give WWE a bit more credit is that they're doing rivalries outside the title picture, and that's
Mm-hmm.
something you kind of want to do because you want to get the fan base to get introduced to all these women that they have. Some of them are really good. Some of them are getting better. Some of them have better matches here and there. But all in all, you want to actually develop that division, and I feel like they lack on that.
Yes.
Because even on Rampage, you barely get one, and they usually shorten their matches really short.
Especially if it's a Jade Cargill match, because it's a Goldberg match.
Yeah.
So again, yes.
So I that's the one complaint that I still have at AEW is the lack of the women's division, and I feel like they have the talent to build it, but they don't do it the way they should.
More exposure. More
Yeah,
exposure.
exactly. I like the ladies.
It can't just be Ty every week. That's how I feel.
I could
It
see
can't
Ty.
just be Ty or Ruby every week. That's what
I
it feels
have
like since Ruby
no
got
problem seeing Ty every week, but at least put a tag match and shit.
there. She needs somebody else. Is what I'm saying. There needs to be Ty on the card and one other woman on the
I
card.
don't mind seeing Ty every week. I just want to see the other girls too. I will take her seeing her every week.
All right, you right. I'm not gonna argue this one. You right.
Exactly. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I feel like they have to adjust. I feel like they just have to like rotate and have some different rivalries, because I feel like the only things they have like storyline wise with women is mainly for the title. Other than that, they really got nothing else between that. They had some
only rivalry? I can say concrete right now because the other one fell to the wayside. The only rivalry heated is Sheeta and
Deeps.
Deebs.
Yeah.
You can say there's the rivalry because they keep having matches over and over again is Ty and but slash the bunny and what's the other girl? Penelope Ford.
Yeah, Penelope Ford.
And then you go, well, what happened to the champion Rosa? And they just don't even have a rivalry anymore, even though they had one of the bloodiest matches they ever had in that company.
Because she's still in the TBS tournament.
But I'm just saying, like, they can still talk smack to each other. They don't even talk to each other no more.
Yeah.
Like, they basically tried to kill each other, and that's it.
Yep.
So.
And who's the contender for the women's? I think it's Rio. I think Rio's fighting her for the title.
She won the spot. Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway. Um, there was no NXT UK. It was like a best of show this week. So, if you did miss out on stuff on of what they did this year, that was something that was good to watch because they highlight some of the best matches they had. 205 also has been still living. You see a lot of the younger dudes usually get matches on there. You saw the abandoned Solo Sakura versus Wu Feng. You had Andre Chase versus Damien Kemp, and you had Ivy Nile versus Fallon Henny. So you get some matches there and there. 205 is not like the weight division no more. I think it's just like that's the extra show, and they just been having random matches on there. I think they give them more time with those matches though, so sometimes you get some gems in there.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff.
We should have asked Rakishi, why are you banning your son? He was fighting in the streets. He looked just like you.
How dare he?
We go to Friday Night SmackDown. We kick off with Paul Heyman in an interview with Kayla.
He's looking worse for wear, man. What's going on with Paul Heyman?
I miss the Iconics with Caitlin Braxton. It always made me laugh. I actually like the promo. I like what Paul Heyman's doing. Maybe it's a trick to help Roman win. Maybe they planned this whole thing, all these shenanigans.
I mean, you think a punch in the face is a part of the plan? All right.
Hey, Heyman owns mad people money, so that's the least of his concerns.
I guess so. You're right. You're right.
He could take one in the face. It heals. He probably pulled a punch too. He did a Spider-Man thing, pulled a punch.
You're right.
Who knows? We had Charlotte Flair defeat Toni Storm to retain the SmackDown Women's title. I thought the match was good.
Yes, I agree. Very, very good. Good showcase for both of them, actually. So, not bad.
We got the Sami Zayn wins the 12 Days of Christmas 12-man gauntlet match, which was just a bunch of tag teams doing one-on-ones throughout this match.
This is true. But again, they the reason it wasn't bad is because at least you see certain people have momentum. You got
Angel.
One of the Lotharios has some juice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got 2 eliminations, right?
Yeah, he got 2, Mansoor and Eric, and then Shanky.
Is this Mansoor's first loss?
Yeah.
But it doesn't count, right?
Well, it doesn't count. He doesn't lose in Saudi Arabia.
True.
He's undefeated over there.
True.
Yeah, Shanky defeat Angel. Shanky's fucking arms are ridiculous. He has like super long arms. Ivar defeats Shanky. Sheamus defeats Ivar. Sheamus defeats Gulak.
That's pretty good. I just got to point out Sheamus and Ivar. That was good ass. Like a little back and forth, man.
Really good. Sheamus defeats Gulak. Sheamus defeats Cesaro. And then Ricochet defeats Sheamus.
That was crazy, dude.
And then Ricochet takes out Roberto Del Rio. Ricochet takes out Jinder Mahal. And then Sami Zayn defeats Ricochet.
And then, wait. Don't forget, when you take out Sheamus,
yeah,
you can't leave him alone because he comes back in the ring and takes you out again.
Yep. And I think they did a really good job of showcasing Ricochet and throughout this match as well.
And you know what? For all the stuff we talk about having things persist, and they have the rivalry persist with Sheamus and Cesaro. So there you go.
It was good. There was some good story stuff. Like again, with Sheamus and Cesaro, there was a lot of storyline shit there that they were going at each other. And then Ricochet looked fucking fantastic at this match as well.
He died a few times, courtesy of Sheamus, but
Sheamus murders people.
He looked like $1 million in this match. He had everybody pulling for him, right? That's how you do it.
Yo, seriously, y'all haven't learned. If y'all beat Sheamus, he ain't done. He gonna beat your ass after he loses. He don't like to lose, and he's willing to interrupt shit to fuck you up. Never trust that man, even if he lost. He gonna come back and try to kick you.
He had a rechargeable special in the form of Rich Holland the entire match.
Yep.
Every 5 minutes to see the little S start glowing underneath Sheamus. Rich Holland just jumps up on the apron. You lose. Damn.
Yep, yep. And then our main event was Drew McIntyre and the New Day defeat Usos and Madcap Moss in a 6-man Miracle on 34th Street match.
And it could have been crap, but the New Day doing what they do helped make this one of the most entertaining, silly-ass matches in a little while.
So what my only gripe with this match, and I don't understand why it was in the beginning, why were they tagging?
They were being polite.
Yeah, that's my only grip with it. Is why were they tagging in the beginning if it was a no DQ match?
They were being polite. That's all I have to say.
They could have just had just a tornado tag match, and that was it. That was my only thing. It's why are they tagging? There's no point of them tagging right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they started using the weapons. They started opening the gifts, and I was like, "Yo, why are they tagging? They don't need to tag anymore." It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was probably one of the better of these holiday matches they usually do. Even the promos for New Day and Drew McIntyre were hilarious. And then, if you watch the ending of this match, right when they have that copyright thing in the corner of the screen, Kofi Kingston with perfect timing. That was probably my favorite thing of this week in wrestling. And he just launches a gift box straight to Madcap Moss's head. And he goes down. And it's I stood up and laughed my ass off because that shit was so perfectly timed. I was like, holy. And then Kofi fucking edited and put the wasted on it.
No, somebody sent it to him.
Oh, someone sent it to him? He's like, got your way.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious. Baron Corbin getting spilled a shit ton of eggnog. It was fun. It was a fun match. I really enjoyed it.
Shout outs to them steaks he cooked. I saw you, Baron Corbin.
Yep. Also, I was talking about we'll be on the podcast we listened to, but it was actually a really good conversation with him. So, yeah, it was a good match. What do you give SmackDown?
I want to give it a solid A.
Me too.
Solid A.
I think this show was really good. Solid women's match. Solid gauntlet. I was really into that whole match. Even though there were some people I didn't really care for, I was like, all right, whatever. Show me something.
You're right. You're right. I mean, listen, they did use it to spotlight the guys, right?
Yeah.
At least you got to see certain people shine. It is what it is. So
yeah, you got some good stuff off of Angel. You got good stuff off of Ricochet, Sheamus. You had the rivalry. You had storylines in it and within the match itself. You still had Boogs and Nakamura on the corner. So you always had it was a full entertaining thing. Yeah, a solid A, I think. Good for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into AEW Rampage. We kick off Rampage with Jungle Boy versus Isaiah Cassidy.
I thought the match was great. I thought it was actually funny too. I still have to preface it by saying that they kind of got overshadowed by Matt Hardy and how crazy he was and the rest of the HFO. But Isaiah and is hilarious.
It was fun. It was really good, man.
He's so ridiculously talented. When he did what do they call that? I think he said the tope when he spun.
Yeah. And
then he landed outside and then he posed for the camera.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that, dude. You got to keep an eye on people who know how to do things like that. They're really good. So I like the match all around.
Yeah, it was really fun, man. I thought the match was good. There was also what was the match that had issues?
Maybe it was that match because at least there was a point where the ref clearly saw, what's his partner? Cassidy's partner?
Yeah,
Quinn.
McQuinn. Yeah,
clearly grabbing at Jungle Boy's leg and he just let it rock.
Yeah,
and then Christian came and then they was fighting up the ramp.
Yeah,
so
I have issues when they do that. There's better ways you could do that.
It's just can't always be perfect, but when the camera clearly has both of them in the same shot, it's like, well, ref, don't you see that man?
Yeah. He never does.
Why don't you? If you're not gonna DQ him, why won't you send him to the back?
Yep, exactly.
So
We got another promo by Miro.
lost in that white room.
Yep.
How dare God keep him from his glorious, flexible wife? I don't know. Is he teasing Lana?
Who knows? We'll see.
I hope so. When are we going to get a CJ Perry sighting? Come on.
We got Hook versus Bear Bronson. Again, 2-0 Hook, and he showcased.
Yes, sir. That is a strong boy.
And he threw that big boy around.
Yes, sir. Looking crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Every suplex crisp. Every submission crisp. So, good job, Hook.
Yep. Chris Statlander defeats Layla Hirsch. I thought that was a good match.
I thought they were scrapping. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And I like the end when she went to give her a handshake. She was like, "Nope,
Nope.
fuck you."
Oh, sir.
And then I hated this match. And then we got the main event, which was Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara.
Not yet.
Wrong show. Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship. Kind of said it. We kind of hit it last week. Like, watch Cody take the belt.
I wasn't hoping he won.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't doing that. I wasn't trying to jinx Sammy. My bad.
Well, it was an okay match. I'm not gonna be biased and like that. It was an okay match. I just don't. You know what? I can see why, because the new channel, they want Cody with the title and things like that. He's gonna be defending it every week because of the TBS move and stuff like that. So I actually understand why giving him it, and then he's gonna go back to the weekly title matches. Because Sammy had his title matches, they were like here and far between. He had some good ones. It's just the fact that he barely he wasn't on the show every week like Cody was.
Well, he defended his belt every week. It was just he split between two shows.
Yeah. So I feel like they didn't have to have him drop the belt, but let's see where it goes.
I thought the match was good. That's the thing I was at least happy for. I knew it was going somewhere when he took forever to do his 6:30. So I was like, oh no, please don't tell me. Here we go. He got the knees up. That is a terrible move to take knees from. I'm just gonna say, because Cody putting his legs up, like, damn son, like he broke his. He's like, did you think this went through? Because that man, how fast can a person be falling from a 6:30? And you just gonna take that with your legs? Okay, your shin bones is done. So Cody's crippled, and then Sammy, he's probably got some damage. So it's just like, Jesus, nobody wins, but Cody won. So boo. Boo. Can't wait to see him catch a black mass to the face again.
Yes. Go ahead. He got a belt now.
Something to take from Cody. Take this.
Take his soul and take his belt. Take an eye too. Take both of them.
Why not? While you at it, yeah.
Yeah. Take his eye. Anyway, Rampage. Where you give it?
I'm gonna give it an A-. I liked everything except for the outcome of that last match.
Same.
Like that first match, I gotta give it credit. I wasn't really thinking much of it, but I forgot because it's been so long since we've seen them wrestle.
Yeah.
Like by themselves, a private party.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah, I think Mark Queen is injured, and that's why he's not fully wrestling right now.
Okay.
He's dealing with injury, I guess. But yeah, I thought the match was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good show. I'll give it an A- as well. It was a good Rampage, and seeing Hook is very impressive. Like, I'm really digging it. I had little issues with the no sell, but other than that, I see the monster that it could be. So keep it.
They have to stay consistent with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do that and introduce us to him being able to do that, like, you gotta pull it out some other time in a big match. I'm just saying, we can't be watching him versus Cody and then he just takes one of his finishers, and that's the end of the match. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's where we're gonna go because Bear Bronson's a big motherfucker too.
Yes, he's a big
So
baby. He's a
yeah,
big
so
boy.
now you showed me that he could eat those kind of thing. So now when it
Mhm.
actually happens with other wrestlers that usually go over, or when it comes to a point, you have to kind of make that consistent. I'm going to be
Yep.
watching. But
Yes,
Hook's
sir.
been pretty impressive. I'm really digging it good.
I agree. I imagine so. This is probably something that only people who played Street Fighter Alpha 3 will remember. But Merc, you played that game, right?
Yes.
Do you remember the character Armika?
Armika, yes.
Do you remember the lady that would come out when she wins?
Yes.
That I imagine that's Hook and Taz. Is Taz is Hook wins and Taz comes out with his little uniform on, with
Yeah.
his little stick in his hand, and he smacks it against the wall, and Hook starts doing push-ups and stuff,
There you go.
or runs with a tire tied around his waist. So
There you go. Taz is Armika. Armika's manager.
Hook Mika. There you go.
Armika. God damn. You know, I look up Armika and all I see is very, very. It's like, okay. It's not
They knew what they was doing when they made that character.
All right, we go into. Yeah, that's all those shows we watched. We'll probably give our predictions for day one. So let me get the card up, and we could do our predictions. Then we go to the podcast we listen to. Day one is this Saturday and New Year's Day. We got matches are on here. So okay, I got them. All right. So right now we got. Oh shit. Okay, we just have everything. Preview. Okay, I got it. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches booked for this card. Most likely they might have a kickoff match. They have not mentioned it. Most likely, I feel like it's going to be Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. It's going to be the kickoff match. They better not put down the kickoff match. I'll be mad. Anyway. So right now it looks like we have Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss.
Can he lose this match? Come on. What are they doing with Drew? Drew can't lose, right?
Yeah, I don't think Drew's losing.
I mean, then again, Baron Corbin is the outside element.
Yeah, that's true.
He is the spoiler.
I still think he's losing.
Okay.
Who you got?
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Drew.
Drew. Edge versus the Miz.
Edge.
I got Edge too. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos versus New Day.
New Day, right?
I got the New Day. The fact that they didn't really push Xavier to go for the IC title or anything like that kind of showed me that he's doing just get the tag team titles again. So I got the New Day. Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan.
I want to believe, right? I want to believe. So I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna give Liv all my power.
Okay.
She's gonna win a championship at day one.
I feel like this is the time where you should do it. And I'm going to Liv. Let's get Liv the title.
I agree. Let's go.
We got WWE Champion Big E versus Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Yes,
I'm going Big E retaining.
Okay. I feel like it's gonna go towards being like. I feel like KO is gonna turn on. I know what I said.
Yeah.
I know what I said, but I feel like KO has had this whole thing like lined up, and it makes the most sense for him to that be the day to hatch his plot. right?
Yeah.
And win and beat everybody. I think he'll take it from Seth or whatever.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
E.
I got Biggie returning. I don't want to see
Okay.
him lose the
Okay.
title yet. And then you got Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
I mean, it depends on the story. If the story it goes somewhere, like if like you said, Paul Heyman is really practice. You know, he's doing something on the side of the chief, right? He's
Yeah.
pretending. Then it probably could be Roman, right? But I
Yeah.
think Farmer Brock's gonna win. Yeah,
I think
because remember, it's the reason I think it's over is because it's the January 1st
yeah.
pay-per-view. So I think it's if there's any time to have Roman drop it, it's like, all right, it's the new year. It's been way more than a year. Well, not way more. It's been a year already. So
I
and
don't
it's still
see
Brock.
Roman. I still don't see Roman losing it. So I got Roman.
Okay. All right. All right.
I think Roman is on the verge to, I think, breaking another record. So I think they're gonna try to have him break a lot of the records that are currently held.
Okay.
And yeah, I got Roman Reigns winning. Even though I love Viking farmer Brock Lesnar. I've been digging him. He's been making me laugh. But yeah, I got Roman.
Okay. Okay.
We go to podcasts we listen to. I've listened to quite a few this week. There was a good one with After the Bell. Had Happy Corbin. Was there Happy Corbin on there? Who was on After the Bell? No, Ray Barrett. It was Ray Barrett. All right, I got them confused.
Okay.
Ray Barrett was on After the Bell, and Happy Corbin was on Ryan Saints.
Gotcha.
Both of them were actually really good listens. New Day Pod still reruns and stuff like that. They actually re-released the Brody Lee episode, so if you want to cry, you can listen to that. You got Kyle Riley on Busted Open Radio. I listened to his conversation. It was actually pretty good. Cole Cabana was on this dude Into the Danger Zone. It was actually a really good podcast as well. He does stuff with Xavier Woods a lot. Renee Parkett didn't have nothing either.
I thought she had one with what's her name? From Impact. Gail Kim.
No, that's old.
Oh, those are all old?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an old episode.
All right.
I did listen to that one. It was actually a good episode, though. But that's all I got. So, I guess we wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. You can listen to it every week. Easiest way to find our podcast is on Spotify, Wrestling Inc. You can also follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch TV, all Mark the Mic. Follow our other podcast, It Gets Better, I Swear, which is weekly, and our monthly It Get Morphin Cast, I Shell Shock, the Not a Trekkie, and the Gamer Reach podcast. We'll have new episodes recording sometime soon, so we'll get you on that for January. And follow Wrestling Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow Recycling Inc. anywhere and everywhere. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. Also Spotify. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. And we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.